All right, now what's up, world? We still playing the army movies, the army movies. Am I God? The army. Go to that mirror, man. Get your mirror call, man. Your orders from God to go to the mirror. Call the mirror call on your cell phone. And look in the mirror, then look in your cell phone and say, I'm God. You know what I'm saying? And say that's you, but you Adam, you know what I'm saying? And their name was Adam in the day when they was created. And their name is A-I-R in their name. I don't put nobody in the air, man, and bring them down and demote them and devalue them and do them wrong. You know what I'm saying? Come on, trumpet, man. Play some sounds, man. You know the use for that. You used to be the chief musician. You knew I was Satan when you picked me. Yeah, but now I ain't going. I'm gonna have mercy and grace and stuff, man. That's me, man. That's mercy and grace, and the whole neighborhood. Miss Endis told me, "Don't end it, Adam. Don't end it." And I was Adam God when I fainted in the ninth grade. You know what I'm saying? Well, it was the 12th grade. You know what I'm saying? But it was 85. I was 19. I was an odd number in the system. So, Joe Lane used to make music about me, you know what I'm saying? Adam Troy, my little boy, you know what I'm saying? And I think Joe Lane might have been my mama, you know what I'm saying? Could have been, and then, didn't want to tell me, didn't want to tell Steve and them, didn't want to tell Joe Lane and them, or Grace could have been my mama, or Esther, or Nina. But then I couldn't come back that same way, you know what I'm saying? But I told Captain Kelleher, you know what I'm saying, to put all that in a document and tell him I'll be back, you know what I'm saying? That's when I wrote him that letter from Dow, you know what I'm saying? I wrote it in the laundry room, you know what I'm saying? After I asked two white dudes, you know what I'm saying? I was like, they was cool white dudes. We was all cool, and they was playing with this black dude. Black man now, black old man now, like my grandfather's age, and he was just laughing and he and running to the tool room, to the clothes crib, you know what I'm saying? Everything changed at Dow. You got K wool at Dow, and then you got fiber frac. Well, fiber fracs at Dow, and you got K wool when you're a welder, making the metal seal something up. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Man, words, man, they come from, just slurring, you know what I'm saying? Like a Slurpee, you know what I'm saying? Where you think I got Slurpee from? You know, had to breathe, you know what I'm saying? I told y'all don't be eating amongst the trees, you know what I'm saying? What tree you think I'm talking about now, you know what I'm saying? Don't be on groaning and moaning on me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just bullshitting, you know what I'm saying? It's God, you know what I'm saying? Your daddy, man. So that's why I'm supposed to be single, you know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to be a father, a son of none, you know what I'm saying? A son of none is a son of none. N-A, non-applicable, no father. We don't know who the father is. You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't get your name on the birth certificate, you don't sign it. If you take vacation on one child, Nike, you take vacation on one child and then you take sick leave on the other one, especially if they 10 days apart. And you can't be at home with one and the other one at the same time because you be trying to stay at one house longer than the other one. And then you got two kids coming, it's animosity there. And on one side, either the man or the woman. And I'm sorry for my part, man. I'm backing out now. This God, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm backing out now. My little grandson, you know what I'm saying? He making noise now. Shit, my boy say pop pop, pop pop, cause he know who pop pop is. Shit, pop pop the one Popeye, nigga, I'm Popeye. Not no gun, nigga, not no BB gun or no pellet gun or no goddamn AR, nigga. No, I went through all that. I jumped shit buses and all that there with old white men placing bets in Vegas. And old white men lying saying that they son or somebody jumped that jump, and that was me. Because if you turn over here, where I'm at, over my land, you know what I'm saying, over my lay-in, you know what I'm saying, where I'm lying at, you know what I'm saying, where my lions at, you know what I'm saying, you would know me, man. I'm in the air, little air, little air is little air, because I'm liar, because I have to be liar, because I have to lay low sometimes, be lay low. So don't let nobody tell you that you ever die. This Uncle Lalo. And that's who you is, Lolo. But you lay low. But you come up in a rough ass area, boy. You a star. A big star with that bushy ass afro you got, you know what I'm saying? That your daddy have to claim you because you was a canary if I ain't never seen one. You know what I'm saying? Dove, you know what I'm saying? It's love, you know what I'm saying? Liam. Big. That's why you white, you know what I'm saying? Not white as snow. Cause you clean, man. You big, y'all, you got attitude, yeah. But you ain't gonna be bad. Cause Uncle Pick say you ain't gonna be bad. Cause Hennessy is to see. And Hen Pick is love your lady and your kids. All of them, boys and girls, don't love them infamously, meaning don't be no infamous. I ain't saying gay or lesbian or LGBTQ, you know what I'm saying, love, I ain't saying that, you know what I'm saying, we ain't gonna CK no more, you know what I'm saying, if we can do without that other stuff, yeah, like that word, them 3 words, do that, do that, do that, BICK. No, I mean, you know what I'm saying, yeah. I say B-I-C-K, B-I-C-K, big. Now that's big. C-K, don't say big with just the C, because you're blaming it on Christians. Because if I see A, I know it's Adam. Y'all blaming Adam. Everything on Adam, all things on Adam. But all things belong to Adam because the air Adam. And that's A-T-O-M. That's my daddy. I ain't going to degrade him and give him no D on his name and call him nothing less than devil if he have to be to save me. So I just heard Elijah just say that's not Elijah, daddy. That's Paul. What's your grandson name? Elijah. Yeah. He ain't lied, man. That boy's a good one. Elijah. I'm saying it. Man, I broke that down the poem one day. What's the boy name? Now, I forgot his name, Daddy. I'm going to forget it until I... What's your whole name? I'm going to ask him how he pronounce it. Because he play good with Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. He have to. And you can't lie to him and tell him he got no problem. ADD or BBB or CCC, Better Business Bureau, is Adam LaTroy Jackson. And LaTroya is my kid's name. LaToya is my kid's name. And if you want to mind LaToya that don't know who your dad is, now you know who your dad is. I claim them. They say I loved all my women was my problem. That was my daddy's problem. Education, I call him, but he's big head, and that's me, education. I'm the little son, little head, little education, what they called me when I was young. Little education, big education was him because he was a mathematics major and he was a pharmaceutical major. I think he didn't go get bachelor's, and then he had a pharmacy with Pachali. But then after everybody started getting Stanleys and HEB and Wieners, you know what I'm saying, and Gibsons, then Kmart, then Ron's, Dairy Queen, you know what I'm saying, a lot of youngsters don't even know. I bet a lot of youngsters don't know nothing about a Circle C or a Circle K. You know what I'm saying? Circle C is for breakfast, but it's all around in Bay City. It used to be. Oh man, I tore that building down, man. I tore that building down. You know, same as across the street from me. They say white people stay there now, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get some glory, man. There's roaches in that house, man. Oh, they gonna tear it down. Ain't nobody gonna live there. They put their kids there until they need some. You know, man, it might have got so bad where white people had to move to the neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? Stop the world from calling it Michigan, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is, Michigan, you know what I'm saying? You know, the Mitchell family had it at one time, but then, you know, I came through, you know what I'm saying? And they kind of left their marriage too long, man, or something. I came through and accidentally married in that three-way between Mitchell, Hanks, and, you know, it was like a three-way, but I had to come out of it, man. I had to think for myself. I had to sit across the street and dream at the church, man. You know what I'm saying? After I, you know, do my writing and my talking. Oh, I talked all day, man. They talked about my kids, talking about I sit in the car all day. All your dad do is sit in the car all day. Now people making money doing it. I used to sleep on Facebook. Now they making money doing it. They made money. They don't do it no more. But man, I was all over the world, man, being God, man, for a long time. Nobody ever knew who I was, just a voice, man. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm here. The young ones are good in liking. They grow up with corn. They go forth and return not to them. And the prince and the unique ones said to Daniel, I fear the Lord the King, Adullam, who have appointed your meat and your drink. For why should he see your faces worse likened than the children which are of your sort? Then shall you make me endanger my head to the king. You know, they used to cut people's head off, man, for doing people wrong, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't do that no more, man. We good people now. Mert, you know what I'm saying? Mert, my boy, man, he said a woman caused him to lose millions of dollars, you know what I'm saying?
With all these potential siblings. So, throughout my life, I've always known I have brothers and sisters.
Yes, sir.
And then, right around, the end of the pandemic, what we were all doing on the computer, doing stuff. And I just said, let me get on Facebook and see if I can find any brothers.
Uh-huh.
And there was one person that I continually kind of saw, which is my Uncle James.
Got it.
And then I contacted him, and it kind of just snowballed from there.
Okay, I want you to tell me this. Tell me about the checklist you have when meeting women.
Oh my God. So, I'm in, a LA guy, and I happen, I'm not going to beat around the bush, but I'm kind of a charming individual.
Yeah,
Ladies kind of like me, yard. So, what I would do when I, kind of zeroed in on anybody particular, I would just literally do you have any butlers in your family? If you do, how far are they? I just didn't want to accidentally
hook up with like your family member.
My sister. Like, oh my God, we're going to the same family reunion, you know what I mean? I'm telling you, but anyway, that's how it was.
I mean, like, it is funny that you had to do that, but also, in all sincerity, there's a little bit of there's a little trauma attached to that, because it's like, I don't know my identity. And so, to make sure that I don't do anything to jeopardize my future or potential child's future, you have to ask this question.
Yeah, no,
and so there's a seriousness of that, of like, hold on, like, who are you? Because I'm still trying to make sure I know where I come from.
Right.
Got it. So have you?
That's a little deeper than I thought about it initially, but I get what you're saying.
That's what I went to school for.
Yeah, I hear you, cuz. I hear you. Shit.
Because it is that funny on the core of it. It's funny, but at the other end, it's like, there is something when you don't know where you come from.
No, yeah.
You know?
Okay.
Well, we contacted your potential father, Terry, about all of this, and this is what he had to say.
Darren. I don't even know who Darren is. I don't know Darren. Who is Darren?
And that's so crazy too, because my mom and them were married.
They were married.
They were married.
Wow.
Yeah, they were married.
How does seeing that make you feel?
First of all, I didn't even know who that was until he started saying my name, because I don't know him. You know
don't
what I
know.
mean?
Yeah,
So,
you haven't seen him since you were 11.
yeah, and if I had to, if he said
See, he don't know that dude, man. He don't know him. He don't know him, man. DNA, man. I don't know how they doing this DNA, but he said his mom and dad was married, and then this dude saying he not his dad.
Sorry, I'm
So something wrong with this,
I'm putting the math.
I didn't hear that part. Yeah, it was. I didn't even know that either myself.
Yeah. Okay, so have you ever met any of your potential siblings?
I have not.
Okay, then please welcome Anza. Is Anza?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't wait to see it.
Okay, so please welcome Anza to the show.
Right.
See, that's his girl right there. So what's the deal on his dad is not claiming him or something?
How you doing? I'm backstage. Give me a hug real quick. How you doing, beautiful?
You want to man to slide down? Or...
You can see wherever you want. Yeah. How do you feel about what you said?
You know, the part about my dad not knowing him, I'm sorry, not knowing his mom and all that, that's just part of who he is. That's part of what I've always known about him. It's just he's not, he's not accountable.
Yeah.
That's why we're at this situation now. We've grown. We're all in our 40s and 50s, and I know I'm ugly crying on TV.
She crying on TV and stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, those black folk, man, we had it hard,
What Terry
man.
had to say about Anza.
I have no doubt about Anza being my child.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Now, how he claimed the daughter,
Yeah, no,
but don't claim the
Question
son?
if he was your father?
no question.
No question. Okay.
Yeah, I've always
But
known.
we've tested you as well, just to see.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Man, he had a wife, didn't
Clarity and transparency.
he? He claiming one child, he ain't claiming the other one.
If we're talking about this
Man,
closure,
that's scary.
knowing, just get all the information.
I'm down with that.
So it's time
I wouldn't want to know if my dad had the same blood as me. We look alike.
What's up, man? How you feeling, man?
Maybe the daddy don't know, but he said he don't know him.
It's gonna be okay.
He said he didn't know the man. He didn't know who he was, but he knew her.
From years of us being able to connect with each other.
So he must have been adopted and then didn't ever go around it. And he got in touch with his sister. I don't
He
know.
said he was gonna cry.
Or he just didn't know that dude's family.
I don't think y'all gonna have no tissue for this one.
He crying, shit, that daddy crying. See, we here to find all these years, man. That's all we is kids, is years.
Just socializing with no purpose.
Yeah.
And just so happen.
Sometimes you got a son look just like you. Sometimes they your height. Sometimes they
It
shit.
touched me pretty deeply when they said, I may be your little sister.
Oh. Wow.
And I don't take spam messages,
Yeah.
but this was still after me.
Yeah. This was
So I followed back. The way I was raised, my mother, she was into the Hollywood lifestyle.
Uh-huh.
To put it that way. The go-go dancer,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, Hills Hollywood, and, she was about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so Airways, so drove the pink Cadillac for Mary Kay, all
Yeah,
that.
all that stuff. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, to my
about that
brother.
pink Cadillac with
You
Mary
know what I'm
Kay.
saying? You know what I'm saying?
Back in the day.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I had two siblings, my two sisters from her. But they were so different in age that I didn't know anything but really me because they didn't have time for me.
Yeah, got it.
Mom didn't, you know what I'm saying? So, and my father was not of importance to her, period.
Here.
You know what I'm saying? She got all these other things going on where, however Terry ended up with my mom
Yeah.
is a mystery to me.
Yeah. So you don't even know that.
You know what I'm
You don't
saying?
even know how they met.
I don't even know how they met, no
Yeah.
stories, no nothing.
Well, we also talked to Terry about John, and here's what he had to say.
Jonathan, and I have definite with that. Jonathan's mother cheated on me constantly.
Oh man, he don't even claim Jonathan. You know, man, I saved a Jonathan one time, my cousin's son, her and her husband's son. And Jonathan was screaming way out there, and I seen that little pea out there. I was like, God damn. So I went out there then, I told him to get on my back, you know, and God brought us in on the waves and stuff. But I was prepared to tell him to go to the bottom and crawl, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what God told me when I drowned the first time. Well, he let the fish talk to me and tell me to go down to the bottom and crawl, you know what I'm saying? These are our brothers. There's another brother. Now what he gonna say about the other brother now? All of them. If the mama messed around that much and all that family coming out at one time, we getting them all together, Daddy. We getting them together, grouping them back together. Bringing it ain't wasn't called a ghetto for nothing, and a grove and a plantation for nothing. The bricks and the projects, we bringing them all back. They tried to take out the projects. I don't know how many black people were living in the project. At them towers, you know what I'm saying? So shit, when they start knocking them towers down.
I'm happy that I potentially have brothers and sisters.
He looks like our little brother. Like, he looks like our
And that's the daddy's son, really. I think that's the real daddy's son now.
I'm just on Facebook just going
You know, shit. They all found this nigga. This nigga trying to say he ain't none of them daddy. They mama cheated. Come on, man. Yeah, that's another one for that nigga. 'Cause Good Time had 36 kids, and I said I had 36 in Germany. I was lying, but God was telling the truth. But Good Time was lying, but Good Time was telling the truth. 'Cause Good Time paid child support. Shit, Lucille was a grandmother paying child support for Good Time. Shit.
Wow. So it's interesting that he would. What does it make you feel like to hear that? Because I see you welling out.
because I'm not mad at him at all.
Yeah.
You could have been there though. If you felt that strongly about it and you don't have no doubt in your mind.
Yeah, well, that's what was interesting to me.
Nah, don't ever have no mad about your daddy like my little grandsons. Man. Don't never get mad about your daddy, because your daddy mad he ain't got your mama no more. He mad at your mama, not you. You know what I'm saying?
About what everyone has said, Terry.
Do you want my honest answer on this?
Yes, we do.
I'm listening to some things that's been said about me, and and what I have not done, and things that I should have done. Everybody's so hung up in one side of the situation, one side of the story. One side of the story. I can categorize, go back. The young man on the end, I never met him. Never. Every woman that's lived in my life has met my parents. They knew where my parents were.
I have to.
You could not.
met his parents?
Oh, yeah, I could describe the house, the whole 9 yards. And in hindsight,
Describe the house.
I think that my plastic on the couches,
Really?
Big window. I
big
remember
window
flowers,
facing the street,
beautiful garden. I remember that.
gate, the whole 9 yards. I just want to know if you remember your first wife. Your first wife. Do you remember her at all? Karen?
Karen.
Yeah.
Karen and I was never married.
Okay.
Never married. I'm not
Well, y'all ain't gotta be married. Y'all ain't have to get married for that woman to know you her daddy.
said about me.
Lord, man, I bet the Eaghs and the Jones and my daddy be catching hell. 'Cause, man, I remember I used to get $119, $179 for goddamn child support. Not child support, but unemployment or something. From the government. Like Nisha used to get $1,100 when I was getting $2,500. Well, they gave, me some money, and then all of a sudden that 179 went from 198 to 179 to 117 to 119. And then I said, what happened? She said, well, Edmund just has another kid. You know what I'm saying? So I think my dad had 36. I've been lying about my 36, but my 36 really came true now. Shit, in the millions of times. Shit, I got my 33rd back. You know what I'm saying?
This isn't.
Now, Lamar, I met one time as an infant.
Now he claimed them kids. He claimed that. He claimed the man ain't crazy.
One time.
The man went on and said he knows some of them
When I
kids.
found out who he was, I
Shit.
immediately said, yes, I got to be my brother. I'm gonna say this, and I mean this from the bottom of my size 12 shoe. Please. I don't care.
That man mad.
Because you're sitting there now and make me look I'm some kind of a
No, Pops. No, Pops, see them, that's Pops Ghost right there. Anybody over 76, 77, they, you know what I'm saying, them Pops Ghost, them guards right there. They don't, if he didn't remember that woman, he don't know who that woman or all that woman been with before him. So he just know a few of them kids, he might met a couple of them when they were 1 or 2, but he don't know. He might remember that woman till they 1 or 2. He don't remember. See now. See now, it's just, you know, seeing nothing, you know. DNA, that nigga Adam, shit, that nigga Adam, shit, that's God, man. God, that nigga, man. Spell it with an E-A-G-H and all that shit. Don't spell it like we used to hear it, man. Don't put the eyes in shit. Neaghphe should be putting eyes in hers, but she can't, because she got one on her finger.
Terry is your biological father.
Okay.
But wait a second, I feel like the one lady on the one show that said, what do we get, goodie points or?
Yeah.
Yeah, do we get goodie points?
Yeah. All right, but
yeah, so he wasn't never there, and he sitting up there talking shit. I wouldn't give him no goodie points either.
Is your father, which actually in turn would confirm.
I, you know, just say thank you, Daddy. You know what I'm saying? That woman, she's right.
I'm gonna have to start over if it's not.
You ain't starting over. You ain't starting over. I'm telling you, when I see your face, I knew you was that you look just like our baby.
Yeah, you gotta go all over the world to find a motherfucker. That's your daddy. That was that boy daddy. So shit, he knew he looked like him too, Paul.
The DNA truth. Here you go. Your truth to open. Now,
all right, let me see if that's a brother. You know what I'm saying?
Now look, listen, y'all. This means so much to me, y'all. But that word cannot express.
God wouldn't have him on the show if they didn't find that nigga. And I bet they charged that nigga too. I mean, he better be rich.
And it is who I am.
Yeah.
Then I can start by
But she don't cry. So, this one be.
Oh boy, you go on read it, man. That's your daddy.
Terry is your biological father.
Yeah, that's their daddy, you know what I'm saying? All right. Now he found his daddy, man. That man got a lot of kids, dog.
Terry's your father, and these are your siblings. Here you go.
Come on, bro. I would want to say the Oscar goes to, but I'm not.
Shit, the Oscar Ghost, daddy. You my daddy, old man. Shit, you my daddy, old man.
Terry is your biological father.
Yeah, shit. Yeah. All of them. There's a happy birthday to all of them that found their daddy, you know what I'm saying? And all of them was around each other too, so. You know, they found each other, then they found him. You know what I'm saying? He up there denying it, yeah. He up there denying it.
I tell you this, the love that you all have in your hearts, and the love
Yeah,
that
see, I would, man, when I see my sisters and brothers together, that's hard, man. That's hard for me. It's God, man. God got too many, man.
Reconcile his own reactions, his own pain, to understand how he can be there for you all. I know that you all will be there for each other, and I hope through this moment y'all will be able to connect family, to be there. And I gotta tell you, I do believe truly this is the first moment of healing. All of y'all. I want to do this personally, Terry. I understand that you're in a space right now where you're probably in shock. You probably have a lot of emotions that you can't deal with. And even though you have done things to negatively impact your children here, I would still like to help you and guide you to be a better man so that you can be a better father to these kids. So if you'd like that invitation, I would like to use my skills to assist you, to be there for them, and to really put the closure on this that is needed. I'm so glad y'all got
Yeah, I
my
think
answer. I'm so glad y'all got the first
he'll
being here.
get,
And
he'll,
everyone, thank you for
they'll
being with us.
talk to him.
Make sure to come back next
It'll
time.
come together. Cause my family is rough, man. It's rough. It's so rough. I don't be knowing if I want to give my daughter away to a man or not. I have. I don't give them no problem. But she, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to start no fight, man. Shit, I know I got good looking daughters, man, and that's my problem. Good looking daughters. It always been like a pretty boss as a mom and daddy. Shit, come on now.
Stay emotionally disconnected during these times. You have a mission and a vision over your life. It doesn't matter what's going on in the world. We talked about it and we still talk about it. One of my favorite grounding scriptures, Psalm 91. Read the entire thing. But one of the parts that I like for you to have at the top of your mind is 1,000 may fall in my right hand, 10,000 in my right hand, but it will not come near me. I will only look with my eyes and see the recompense of the wicked. Understand, even when we talk about that, we live in a world where there's always a lot going on. We've had even our own isolated forms of chaos, even before what we have, going on all over the world right now. Even before COVID, which we're still dealing with the after effects of that. Stay focused. Don't be emotional about anything. Where most people screw themselves, and I have to say it like that. And I was once that type. I was like that before at one point in my life as well. So I understand the level of destruction that people don't realize that they're doing, right? So everybody has emotions. We feel emotions unless you're just a sociopath or something like that. But the average person, we feel different things. Where your power comes in is when you learn how to control your emotions. When you learn how to not be ruled by your emotions, but if anything, learn how to channel them for productive purposes. So even, when we're talking about the news and we're talking about politics and all of these things that scream for your attention, block it out. If there's anything that's coming across your life right now that when you see it, it starts to get an emotional response and get you thrown away, just don't partake in it. Don't partake in it. If there's certain things that you can't watch without getting super emotional, it might not be time to watch those things. Focus on grounding yourself because these are all of the things that keep people distracted and keep people at low levels of life. Think about the world. They say we have the top 1% of whatever, and then you have the rest of the 99% of the world. Like, even if we take out the 1%, because we know how most of those got to the 1% of power, but if we take out the ridiculousness of that, and we just take just an average person who's more successful than most, like even when you come not into the billions and all of these types of things, maybe when you're talking millions, maybe when you're talking just certain figures of people who will reach certain levels of success. The thing about it is, in order to be truly successful at anything, even if we're not talking about money, to be successful at anything, it requires focus. This is when you become a master. And people who are successful, and especially people who are able to do it in a decent amount of time. And when I say a decent amount of time, it depends on what it is that you're building. You never know what God is doing through you. So for one person, a successful journey might be a 2-year journey. For another person, depending on what God is doing through you, it could be a 20, 30-year journey. But it'll be worth it. It's just certain things require more preparation, right? So even when I say in a good amount of time, I don't mean it should be faster or any of these things necessarily. Each person's journey is their journey. But what I mean by that is a lot of times people delay and people take longer to reach where they had been called. People take long time to see the vision come to pass. Some people die in the wilderness. They never get to see the promised land. And it's because they're constantly allowing themselves to be distracted. And one of the main forms of distraction, which is what the media uses, which is what marketing agents and whatever, all of these things, these online agencies, these advertisers was the word that I was looking for. Everybody who's putting out things, they're coming for your emotions. Okay? Especially some of the most viral content. The videos that gets the most views, they're not people talking positive. They're not people saying your life is going to be good, it's people that's like, the negativity people are drawn to. Even if you find yourself being more drawn to those types of things, you got to really ask yourself, not to judge yourself, but it's good to sit back and analyze yourself, because then this is when you're going to be able to more fully deconstruct your program. We've all been programmed. We live in the world. Even for me, I consider myself cleanly outside the matrix. But guess what?
Yeah, I'm
We have
outside the
programs
matrix
that
now,
we have
Daddy. I'm
through
not
different
in the
people
rice
that
field no more. No
right?
more
They've been programmed for
rice,
me. They've been
grits. You
programmed for
know what
me
I'm saying?
before. So
Oatmeal. You know what I'm
the
saying? I
difference is
sure
paying
wish
for it
we
is me
had
not
some
knowing
more
what you were
malto
programmed
meal,
to
though,
believe.
Daddy. You know all that
When we're
is
able
just
to sit
cinnamon
back, especially when you're able
and
to sit back and
goddamn
analyze yourself, you're able
wheat.
to sit
You
back
know what I'm saying?
and
And
pay
all that
attention.
is
What pulls you? What makes you
malto
react?
meal.
You see
You know what
something
I'm
that you
saying?
don't like.
Grits.
How do you
You know what
feel?
I'm
How are you
saying? With a
feeling
little bit
inside?
of
These are the things that we want to
wheat
work
in
through.
it. You know what I'm saying? Wheat
These are the
grain.
things
You
that
know
we
what I'm
want to
saying? So
things that
y'all
will
could
most definitely address
grow
these
better.
things.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't let these people get in your head. Don't let nobody get in your head. And like I said, if there's anything that you're doing to
No,
control
pretty
emotions,
boss. I'm
we want
waiting
you
on
to
you.
still
You know what I'm
have
saying?
that
I'm waiting
pink
on
pill
you, pretty
community and
boss.
the red pill. When you talk about red pill, for those of y'all who don't know what I'm talking about, we're talking about the Kevin Samuelites. We're talking about the Andrew Tates. These people of the world
Yeah.
who these bros who hate women so much. We're
No,
talking
I
about
don't
these
hate women. I don't hate women now.
the bros who are so scarred by women that they love men more than women. We're talking
Oh
about those people.
Lord,
So
come
when
on
you
now.
have like
Now
so
come on,
for
come
a
on,
lot
come
of
on,
people
pretty
it's
boss.
very negative. Like
Don't get
most
on
people don't
nobody
associate
else
men
now.
with their love life.
Let's stick
Everybody
with
not
let's
on that
stick
type
with a
of time.
business. Let's stick with our business.
Everybody not on that type of time. But if that's all you associate yourself with, you're gonna start feeling all women are like this, all men. It just poisons you. And again, you're gonna y'all gonna
Yeah, you know
build
what I'm
this
saying?
thing
And
where
there's
like
some good
people
words in
are
the
just
Bible
scared to
about
be
women, you know what I'm
emotional.
saying? I'm talking about if you know how to
Women
read the Bible right, you know what I'm
will
saying, and you know what
be able to
higher
conquer anything
is
first before
and
you can conquer anything.
all
Before
that,
you
and
can conquer yourself.
areas, the difference
And the first
between
part of that
air
is
and
yourself.
higher and my air and my
That emotional intelligence.
air and higher,
So,
you know what I'm
one
saying?
of the first things to do as you are navigating and protecting yourself and working through things is to make sure that anything that is pulling any type of emotional responses from you, block that out. Because when you disconnect from the trash long enough, it's gonna be a time where you can come back to the trash. And that's where I've been at for a long time in my life. Like I keep up with all that stuff. I know everything that's going on, and I always know what's going on. I think I know what's going on more times than a lot of people. Like I always my algorithm is lit for my articles that I get to my phone, and then even on YouTube. Like I get all the news. But the difference with me now and where I was at one point in my life is things used to really make me feel emotional, right? Even let's talk about police brutality. Y'all remember, and I'm probably be sure. I'm not going to be shocked if we have another police brutality incident come up soon. Mark my word. This is the main way. Even if we're talking, let me be specific, and I know we have all types of family here. We're very diverse on Pretty Boss City, so let me be clear about that before I even say this. But let's bring up a popular topic. Let's talk about police brutality. Y'all remember when it was like almost back to back this happened? And it's not to say those things didn't happen, and it's not to say that there shouldn't be concern about that. But this is my question, and these are the questions that most people don't ask. Why do they put out the stories that they put out when they put them out? Now, I grew up seeing actual police brutality. I grew up in New Orleans as a little kid. I have two older brothers. Y'all do the math. I done seen some things that had me as a kid crying, shook as a kid. I still stay in my way. This is the one reason I love Fulton County. Shouts out to Fulton County. This is the only place I've ever lived in my life where I feel like the police is part of the community. I've never lived anywhere else. Like I just stay away from all that. You know what I'm saying? I have my own experiences. Now, my personal experiences, the cops have let me get away with a lot of things, but I have a different experience. I'm a female. It's just different. You know what I'm saying? But I've also seen people in my same scenarios that they didn't get that same grace. So, like I said, I just try to stay clear. But I love Fulton County. I got to give credit to where credit due. Shouts out to Fulton County and Fulton County Police. I got no quarrels with them. I actually, they may, hey, are you alright? You know, they live. They not out here just looking for trouble to get into. They out here really on a crime unit in Atlanta. So I love that. They got big fish to fry. They're not out here like, oh, your tail light is all pull over, let me get you. No, they're not on that type of time. You know what I'm saying? They're not out here pulling you over because your tent is a little too dark. Not in Fulton County. But it's like, to make a long story short, I digress slightly. police brutality, it's like they were just putting out these stories back to back. But you gotta always ask yourself, why do they put them out when they put them out? And the reason I brought all that to say is we've been dealing with police brutality in the black community since slavery. They created cops. They created that department in order to deal with runaway slaves and all of these types of things, right? That's where that originated from. It was to control black people. So police brutality has been regularly happening forever. Why, when they decided to finally start talking about these things, and like I said, watch they do some, they're gonna do something to get the reaction from many people again. But it's like every time they did that, you'll see people uproar. Now they're feeling emotion. Now they're feeling this. Now people feeling fear. Like, I have a son. I have a black son. I can't. It's like God didn't give us the spirit of fear. So you have to ask yourself, if you're feeling fear, why are you feeling it? And it's because the person who's presenting that information to you, that's exactly what they want you to feel. And if we're talking about the most low vibrational emotion, is fear. Okay, I think that's even more low vibrational than hate, and I'll explain that in another video. But it's like fear is very low vibration. People are paralyzed by fear. That's opposite of what God gave us. Scripture tells us God gave us not the spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. So that's the antithesis of that. What fear plays the role of is John 10:10. The enemy came to steal, kill, and destroy. That's what fear does. It steals life from you. It steals vision. So any of you who are watching things or dealing with things that makes you feel fearful, block it out. Focus on your world. And the more you focus and you get good with focusing yourself and tuning different things out and asking yourself questions, then you're going to see it's going to come a time where you can come back to these spaces. You can start looking at the news, but you're not going to be moved by it. I don't never feel a way about nothing. Even when y'all hear me talking or going off or saying this, and I don't care though. Like on the inside, I could care less. Don't nothing. None of these people or none of these things run my life. I only like to focus on the things that I can control. Even if we're talking about police brutality, what has changed? Every time they want to get a group of people, a certain group of people riled up, they put those stories out there. It's police brutality happening right now is on here, so you gotta ask yourself, they don't put all of them on the news, so why do they pick and choose which ones they want to make big stories out of? And coincidentally, they always put these stories out and make big stories out of these police brutality incidents when there's other things that are going on that they want to distract you from paying attention to. While they're pulling your rights away over here, they want to get you emotionally riled up over here, so by the time you stop looking over here, your rights already been stripped behind you. No more police brutality until they decide to get you emotionally riled up again. When you have people in a state of fear, that's the best way that you can control a person's state of fear. So I just wanted to say, like, not even just this year, but just learn the skill of don't get emotionally involved and tied up into things. Save your emotions for creative and productive use. And even for those of you, like, what I would say is, like, even let's say you see something or something provokes you and makes you feel a type of way, then use that as an indicator of, like, you know what can I do about this? I'm not a complainer. One thing I loathe, and I will use that word, one thing I loathe is when people complain but don't do nothing. That is like the worst waste of energy, time, space, and existence. If there are certain things that bother you in the world, you know where change starts. It starts with one of us. It starts with each person. So one of my favorite quotes, you might have heard it before, and it could sound cliche, but it's so real. Be the change you want to see in the world. So even when we're talking about certain things, instead of being emotional and gathering in groups and being emotionally riled up with people who are going to keep you in that same state of fear, that same vibration, think about outside of us and think about solutions. Think about the things that you can personally do to make a difference in whatever area of life. Even Pretty Boss TV, the reason I created Pretty Boss TV in the first place, because this channel used to be called Kendra Justine. That's why even on social media, all my ads you'll see at I am Kendra Justine, because that's my name. That's my artist name. So when I started Pretty Boss TV, the reason I changed it to Pretty Boss TV is because I intended for this to be a television network, which is still definitely in full effect, but we moving really forward with that 2025 and beyond. But more so than that, what the vision that I had was I hate BT. I hate and national television program. I loathe. I loathe all of those things. And for many years, even when I was a kid, the only things they were putting on those media broadcasts, and they're still doing the same thing, are things that are negative, not educational, entertaining you with salaciousness and lewdness. I think about the things that they were putting on TV when I was young compared to what they're doing now. It's got even worse, but it started in my generation. All of these negative things, you see these celebrities, what they're doing, their salacious lives, and people are just soaking this up. It is just so negative, and I hated that. But instead of just, going and being like, the media's doing this, the celebrities are doing this, I was like, let me create a platform where I can put out positive conscious media. And that's what we've been doing on Pretty Boss TV since 2015. Many lives have changed. Have I changed the world? Am I the richest man in the world like Elon Musk? Am I this person over here? Do I have as many people that know me as Beyonce? Absolutely not. But we made a difference. And we're continuing to do that. We continue to grow and expand. So many of the people that may seem so large now will be long gone by the time we're still going. I love the term, that's my favorite animal, baby. This is not a sprint, it's a marathon. So be the change, or start doing something to be the change that you want to see with you. Do not let these people have not one more ounce of your emotion. I don't care if it's on TV, I don't care if it's a YouTuber, I don't care who it is. If anybody's making you feel aware and emotionally riled up, get away from that. Focus on yourself. Take that energy to create. Take that energy to work in your purpose unapologetically. For those of you who are ready to make your first 1K online and really want to get this popping, really move into entrepreneurship, the times is changing, so we might want to start thinking differently. MMM Bootcamp is open for registration now. Okay, March 1st is when it actually starts. There are going to be certain resources that I will be dripping out here in the month of February to prepare for those who've already registered for MMM Bootcamp. We make your first 1K online. It's going to be a full, intensive 30-day program where y'all dealing with me one-on-one. You'll have temporary access to me, even via phone, via text message. Like, I'm out here to get it. Like, if I could describe my goals for 2025 in terms of what y'all see me do on Pretty Boss TV, is to get out here in these streets. You feel me? I'm gonna tell y'all my energy. For those of you know, you're not too young. My energy this year is passing CDs out the trunk. So I'm in here to get my hands dirty. Like, I'm here, I'm grinding, I'm ready to take everybody who's really ready for that with you, so that at the end of the year, it shows me lighting up the stage, carrying testimonies. Winning, not individually, but as a team, and teamwork make the dream work. Everything that you need to know about what we do here is on PrettyBossTV.com. I love you all so very much. Understand that you're chosen, you're powerful. Don't let your energy be wasted with energy vampires who they're creating things just to take your energy in that type of way. We gotta be wise. We gotta be able to see the world, but rise above it and create from here. While all this chaos and hodgepodge is going on, we can still keep our mental clarity and, more specifically, our emotions in check, because this is how we can think clear and strategically the way that God created us for us to think. I love y'all so much. I'll talk to y'all soon. Let me know how this resonates. Peace. They messed up. You have some people in your life. Some of you, it could be a person, but I'm gonna tell you honestly, y'all might not even be cognizant of this, especially those of you who this video is for. Some of you who have a person or some people in your life who they're in deep regret. I actually, in a way, feel bad for some of these people. I'm not even gonna lie, because one thing about life is you reap what you sow. And there was a person, or there were people that were doing things behind your back. They were doing things to spite you. There were people talking about you. There were people acting recklessly. Some of you could have been that you were in certain relationships, so you had certain connections. Then these people was cheating on you. They was degrading you. They were doing all types of things to bring you down, to hurt you. Some of these people were doing things just to get an emotional response out of you, just to get in your head, just to try to mentally mess you up. But guess what? It didn't, because you chose it. You're covered. You're a child of God, baby. Who they think this is. You chose it. They don't know what that means. It's trendy now, but y'all do your own research and go back and see when that first chosen.
Now y'all see it's a lot of people that think they are owed back child support. Even as grown people, they think their mom and them should deserve to receive child support for you. They think they, as big grown kids, think they should receive child support from their daddies. You know what I'm saying? Some of them will take it too far, though. You know what I'm saying?
I'm talking about when you have that revelation, I'm talking about almost to the level of deathbed revelation. What do I mean by that? That's when things start coming back. I should have did this, I should have. Some people having deathbed revelations about you. I'm dead serious. You're chosen. And guess what? Many weapons will form against the chosen ones, but none of them will prosper. And some of you, these things that these people were doing behind your back or trying to do, guess what? The truth is, you didn't even know. Some of these people were trying to hurt you and doing certain things. Maybe there were certain things you caught a whiff of, but in the whole time they were trying to hurt you, the whole time they were trying to make you feel away, and the whole time they were trying to bring you down, the only person that they destroyed, family, we're not talking about hurt because this is sad. The only person that they destroyed was themselves. Some of you, it could be one particular person, but I'm
No, they
you,
destroyed
that
their
some of you guys
kids,
could
you
have
know what I'm
chosen you high.
saying,
They
by
really
not telling the kids
back
the
then,
truth about
they
Santa
didn't want you to.
Claus
They really did.
and
But they just
God
made
and
power
Pops
worse.
Ghost and the
Well, really,
Holy
they
Ghost,
all
all of
want you
us
to
trying to
chosen
come
ones
and
have
give
a whole
y'all a
different type of energy and
Thanksgiving,
reward.
which is
Chosen
y'all
ones have a beauty and a
rewarded
handsomness. It comes from
inheritance.
the inside out.
But you got a
You ever
whole
seen a
world
person
of
that's cute or
devils,
pretty or handsome on the outside, but
governments and
it's
stuff
just
like
something
that
inside them
that
that's
use
just blocking. You ever
God
look at a person
for
like this person has
their
physically
purposes.
all the features,
Donald
nothing is
Trump,
wrong with their features,
you
but
know
they
your
just don't
name
look
ain't
good.
that.
That's because they ain't got
Your
that
name
chosen
Adam,
anointing.
you
They
know
got
what I'm
that
saying, like
rawness on the
mine.
inside that seeps externally. Especially as we age. As people age, you'll really be able to see what they've been harboring inside of themselves throughout their entire life. It'll start to seep out.
You know, I
You'll
hate to
start
be a
to see people
daddy
who might have
that
looked
wasn't
away, start to
claimed
look
for
more
all them
attractive
years, and
because
then, you
they've
know
been
what I'm
harnessing the
saying,
Holy Spirit inside of them the whole time, and now it's getting
finally,
birthed.
you
And
know, a
you'll see
whole
certain
bunch of
people who
kids
might
show
have
up and
had
say,
certain
are you
looks
my
and things
dad?
start
And
to
they
deteriorate,
already
but it
find
don't
out
even
that they
necessarily have to do with
DNA
age, all
belong to
of these
me.
things. It has to do with what
And
they've been
what,
harboring, what
hey,
the spirit they carry
I
inside
might
of
not
them
have no
really is
money, I
all
might not
about.
have no gold.
You
That might have
got a
been Paul's
person
problem.
who
Paul might
literally
not have
tried to
got his
destroy you.
head cut
They thought
off.
it was over. Some of
I
you, this
don't think
person
I'd
tried to make
let
your life
Paul
hell.
get his
Some
head
of you,
cut
it could be
off,
a
but
person
I
who made your
think
life
I'd
hell
let
for
him write the
years.
part
Some
in
of
the
you, this
book.
could have been people that you were
After I
in a
read the book
relationship
like
with,
I
married
read the
to,
book,
business
you know what I'm
partners, friends,
saying, and
family,
know
you
that
feel
ain't
the
nobody
pain. You know
supposed to be
exactly who
reading
it
that
is.
book.
But they
You know
did
what I'm
it to
saying?
themselves,
And
and now
I
they're in deep regret.
applaud,
And
because
it's too
blind
late.
people
It's too
don't
late
read.
because see, this
You know
is
what
the
I'm
thing that
saying? They
people don't
just get
understand.
assistance
And for
if
everybody
somebody
listening to
want to
this
help
too,
them.
pay attention to this for yourself because the last thing that you want to be
Some
as a
people
chosen
get put
one
in
is a
nursing homes
chosen one
because
that
they
was hurt, a
blind, you know what
chosen
I'm
one that was
saying, and
looked
just
over, a
don't
chosen
have
one
no
that was
loved
slept on,
ones to
and you winning, right?
want
And
to
you know
deal
you
with
look at them like,
somebody
well, I
that
feel
can't
bad for
see.
them too. Like you missed out, baby. I feel bad.
Somebody got to put
So I'm
your
like, damn,
food
they
in
beat me
your
part
mouth
apart.
and
God
wipe your
cooking
ass.
again.
No,
We
they
really
ain't,
gonna
yeah, they
see
got to
what
wipe your ass
cooking.
because you can't see.
We set the
You can
tables.
think you got it, but you
We
ain't,
set the
man, you'll be
table.
wasting a whole lot of
You know what
paper.
they say, hurt people hurt people.
Smelling
So
nasty
some
as
of these
hell.
people were hurt, lost,
So
completely
we
different
all
spiritual
need
families,
each
not
member
of
of
Holy
our
Spirit,
body,
and they
man. That's
hurt
why I got a
you. For those
numb
of you, some
left
of you might
hand,
be
man.
early on this journey. Some of you
Without
might
the
still be in a
left ain't
point to
no
where you're
right,
not where
man.
I'm
Ain't
at.
no
Like, I feel bad for
Republican
you.
if
Some of
it
y'all
ain't no
might be like good
Democrat.
form. But this is the one thing that I
If
want
it
to
ain't
say
no
when you're feeling
daddy
like you're going through
around,
this process as a
man,
chosen one.
shit.
If you don't have anything to say about good about somebody, you don't have to pray for them, don't say nothing. You
I
ain't gotta
hear
put
you.
your mouth in prayer on somebody that you don't feel that. If you feel like I should forgive you, you're not there, you're not there. You'll get there one day. We don't
Yeah.
fake over here. We worship
Yeah,
God
we
in
don't
what?
fake.
In spirit and in truth. We don't play for
Yeah.
religiosity. Oh, I forgive them. No, you
Now
don't.
that's
Only
that
do that
girl,
when you
man.
really
That
there.
is a
And
girl
again,
that
this
was
is what Pretty
like
Boss
her.
TV is all
She
about.
was a
30 days of
stripper.
success,
She
30
came
days of
to
success and
town.
love. We have
I went to the
actual
club, I was
blueprints.
playing
We have
pool,
actual
you know.
things
We
that you
eye
can
to eye
use
fell
for
in
this
love,
process.
man.
People
But I
always talking
knew
about, well, hell with
I
this.
ain't had no whole
I
bunch
hate
of
when
money. I
people
had a
talk
wife
about
and
stuff.
kids
Tell
at
me how
home and shit, so.
that's what we doing.
And I was
Pretty
already
Boss TV. So any of
cheating
y'all
and
are
messing
interested in that,
around, so I
actually,
was just
all
at
of
the
our
club
resources on
bullshitting with my sister and them on the
and
dance
most
floor.
definitely join us on the
But I
Patreon
was
because that's
playing
where our
pool
goal
and
is.
fell in love with
That's
that
where all
girl,
the
man.
resources
And
that you
then,
really
you know what I'm
need,
saying,
you'll
I
find
didn't
a
take
lot
her
of them
home
there.
then,
But
right
I said
then,
that
but
to
somebody
say,
brought it
don't
to me.
ever be that one
And, you know,
that
she was straight
you've
up,
been hurt,
you
you've
know
been
what I'm saying?
backstabbed, you've been betrayed, and now they turn your heart, and
And,
now
you know,
you
it
end up
was
doing the very
something,
thing they did to you your
something,
whole
but it
life
wasn't all
to a
that. It was
person
just a lot
who
of
is
talking,
good
you know
for
what I'm
you,
saying?
to a person that's just like you, to another
But we
chosen
couldn't
one.
really
Because
get
let me tell
together
y'all
and talk
something. When
like
God
we
sends out
wanted
a
to.
blessing, this can switch a little bit. This is deep here. We're gonna go with the prophecy. When God sends you a blessing, When God sends you a good person, a good thing, it's never going to look like glitter. Many people miss out on their blessings because it
It
doesn't
don't
look like
look
what it's
like
going to
it's the
look like.
blessing. You
I
know
can
what I'm
tell you
saying?
there are
I
many
know
people
this
who
God.
see
You know what I'm
what
saying?
even, we're going to get
The
off the
best
pretty
thing
because
come
we
to
on a
those who
personal
wait, man. If
It's
you wait
many
on it,
people
man, I
who
done
saw
waited
different areas of my life
2025
where
years.
it was
Don't
a
ask
struggle.
me
Some of y'all wouldn't
59
be able
ain't
to
shit.
fathom because all y'all
About
have already
33
known
more
this
years, I'll
pretty
be
much, right?
92,
But there
man.
are certain people in my life, when I say people really wrote
And
me
that's
off,
1,000 years from
and when
now,
I tell you,
man.
I've
So
seen
I
every
ain't
single
trying to,
last
you
one of
know.
those people trying to come back or
33
vent
is
back or trying to
1,000
get through
years,
me
man.
through
Every day
somebody
is
else in a certain
1,000
type of
years.
way, but they was asleep. Now it's
So,
obvious.
you know,
I'm
it's 3 days.
interested.
It's my third day now.
Uninterested. I'm only interested in genuine ones. And
2009,
this is why God will
2017,
show you who's for you when
22,
you're in your lowest
and
points of life. And not
25,
even lowest, but maybe when
24.
you're not all the way where you want to be.
24,
You see,
my
maybe you're not
birthday
in your
was in
lowest point, but you're just
25.
not at your best. This is when God puts genuine people in your life. This is when God puts genuine people in your life. But then also when God puts genuine people in your life, God is going to put genuine people in your life too.
What did we talk about when I went in the army?
Highest
Did we
version.
ever?
They might not be at their
I
greatest
died
selves.
when you went in
None of
the
us are
army.
perfect. We all got kinks to iron out. Shouts out to all you
When
who are
you left
perfect.
school
Lead
to
pretty
go to the
bosses, because
army,
we not
I
perfect right
died
here, but
when
we
you
powerful
was in
beyond measure,
basic
but we
training.
are chosen.
Me
Our
and Leroy
perfection
and
is in
Thuster.
Holy Spirit. We can only be perfect.
One
as
died
Spirit
in a
and
boating
truth.
accident,
You got
party
people who are
boat
major great. Remember
accident.
what I said, because this was very important.
I don't know
Make
how
sure
you
that you don't
drowned in a
do
party
to another
boat
person
unless you
what
threw
those people
off.
did to you, because you do not want to miss out on
Never
the
know,
blessing. The same way that
man.
they're
These churches,
in deep regret, and I told
sacrifices, and
these
all
some of
this
these
stuff,
people
man.
for their
They
entire
might
life,
get
and it's
everybody
sad.
off the boat.
It's sad. Some of these people for their entire life, but it's
To
too late. They
lighten
were
the
over
boat,
there
say they
trying
get
to
rid
hurt
of
you when they could
pirates
have been
and
building. Some of these people
gangsters
could
and
have had
all
a
that
chance.
there
Some
to
of these people
lighten the
could have been
boat.
preparing
You know what I'm
and
saying?
putting
That's how they
themselves in a
lighten the
position to where
boat.
if they
You know
ever
what I'm
got an
saying?
opportunity
Get
again
rid
with
of
them,
all the
they would have been
mean
able to
people
take
in the
advantage of that,
cons
but they
and
didn't. It's too late.
all
It
that
took a
there. That's
lifetime
where
for
they
them to catch
started
up.
it.
Too
You know
much
what I'm
has
saying? Did it with the
changed.
black
They
and
missed
white.
out on their blessing,
Because they
which
start
was
fussing and fighting and,
which was anointed.
you
You hear
know, they
me?
start
Tell them
cheating on
people,
each other
we ain't
with
gonna
each
tell the
other's
kid
wives
off
and
from no
stuff
side,
like
because I
that. And
feel
then the
bad.
white
Maybe
people
some of
start
y'all
killing the
on
black
that
people for
energy,
cheating
you know.
on
So
their
some of y'all
side.
like when
Then,
they
you
come
know, they
kick
start,
rocks with
if we're
no
going to go with our
socks.
men,
But I
and then,
feel
you know, the whites move with their
the
men, the
only part of
Mexicans
it that
move
can
with
feel a
their
little bad
men,
when
and
it's
then
not
God
blessed,
mixes
because
up,
people
and
read
then
they
shit,
phone.
Jap
The
took
little
his
tiny
people over
part, the
there to
little corner,
Japan,
the top,
and Adam took his
corner
people
of
to
my heart,
Germany,
it
and
does feel a little
goddamn
bad.
Jeremy,
But
I
at the
always
same
named
time,
Jeremy.
whatever
I
comes
just
out from
said
the word of God,
West
it
and
never
East
falls, it
side,
never
you know what
falls
I'm
on the
saying?
floor,
Now I
so it
got
won't
North
reap
and
yourself. So
South
just
end,
be
you know what I'm
mindful of
saying?
that.
So
Understand
shit.
that
I
you
ain't
have
gonna
people
say
that
no
give you
more,
grace.
man. I
Some of you are
ride
listening to this
Willers
and
all
it's
over
not
this
to that
motherfucker,
point
Papa
yet, because
Willie, you know
they
what I'm
get they
saying?
getting in
Papa
your
Willie,
head. You know, this is why I
Price
love
too, you know what I'm
age, this is why
saying?
I love wisdom,
Edwards,
because there's a lot of
goddamn.
things I didn't understand in previous decades of my life that I'm like, man, I'll never go back. You hear me? Like, to
I
have
ain't never
certain
going
levels of
back,
wisdom that can
man.
only come with
I
experience is
ain't never
priceless.
going back
But
to
for those of
being
y'all who might
told
not
to
have
do
crossed over
something by
on,
somebody
understand,
else
don't let them
on a
people get in your
job or
head, man.
something,
Don't let them people
knowing that
gaslight
ain't
you.
no end
Everything
to
that
it.
they're
Every
doing
day you
is to
know you
mentally
ain't got no
distract you.
retirement because
Everything
you're a
that they're doing is to
contractor.
throw
They
you
to
off. A lot of these
blackball
people
you
have been
from
sent as agents of
production, you
distractions,
know
and
what I'm
by the
saying? You
time they
can't be an
realize what
operator when
they've
you
done,
try,
it's
they
gonna be
don't
too
pick you
late. Continue to move forward.
because
Remember,
of Dow
help all of these
Chemical, you
people
know what I'm
out who was
saying,
gonna be
paying them,
focused
you
on
know,
you,
off
focus on what
not to,
God is
you
doing in
know,
your life,
deal with
focus
me,
on
and then,
God.
you know, paying them the money that I should
This
be
is a new
making.
time. This is a new
You
era.
know what I'm
This is a
saying?
new
I'm
day. We're
tired of
taking
that,
over a
man.
new song
I'm
and
tired of
journey
being a
in our
black
lives. You and
dude
me.
getting messed over,
Y'all see what
man.
they
That's
doing in the United
God. A
States?
Ron
I don't
Paul.
feel no types of
Ron
ways.
Paul
I'm
Sr.,
good.
you know what
You
I'm
know
saying? You
why?
need to
Because
apologize for the
there's no
world for
president that's
God,
my
you
king.
know
I
what I'm
only
saying?
have one king, that's the
You know
Most
what I'm
High.
saying?
So
Because
I don't care
I
what happens to me.
said,
I did my part. I voted.
I am the
I did
true
what God told me to
vine,
do after
and my
that. Whoever
father
went how I
is
went,
the
hey, I did my part.
husbandman. That
I'm a
means y'all.
citizen.
So when I
I'll
say
use the voting
I'm
privileges that
coming,
my ancestors fought for. I
I'm going to
absolutely
my
will. You hear
father, I
me?
mean I'm
I love
coming
what's going
back
on
in
right now,
each
because
one
you
of
know what that
y'all. You
is?
know what I'm
I'm seeing
saying?
the
I'm gonna
hand
be
of
that little
God.
piece of
I'm
meat
seeing the
that
hand
you
of God.
eat.
They
You
voted
know
for
what
the
I'm
feet. They
saying? I'm
got
gonna be that
soft. They had
bread you
one
eat
baby
that I
back then. We
make
got the
out of
hand of God.
shit.
That's over you.
You know what I'm
Chosen ones,
saying? Come
let's
on now.
go. Take over 2025.
Yeah,
Let's
we
go.
taking over,
If you want
baby.
to join
Shit, you You better come on back home. Shit.
Okay, which is already warming up in February.
Dude, young, I take them 39. 39 good for me. I had a 24 when I was when I was 39. I had a 24, so I don't see it no problem. You know what I'm saying? I don't see no problem with a little young lady, so I can have one more kid, man. Name it myself. I'm naming the son. You know what I'm saying? Just the son. You know what I'm saying? A real thing coming next. You know what I'm saying? I tell real thing, Gerald. I got his name, man. I love that mama name, man. Real thing. Real thing was the lady's name, man. My cousin was too, but he got one of them crazy ass Williams that I had in the family. You know?
They missed out on a good thing.
Oh,
Don't miss out on
Lord.
your blessing.
On the junkins I had in the family. Oh, you go down in the country, man. You can't go down the bottom, man. They say, man, don't go over that hill, man. Down there in that alley, man. Don't go down in there. That's all family, but man, they be shooting niggas when they be, you know, shit. You got to shoot I had to shoot my way out there, motherfucker. That was my cousin Imp told me. And then Imp was really Emerson.
If
Uncle
you're new
Pick
here,
brother's son,
welcome.
you
If
know
you're
what I'm
already
saying?
subscribed to the family,
Damn, but he raised with
welcome back.
Martha
Thank you
Made
so
them
much for
as,
tuning
you know,
in.
his
And
people,
today,
you know what I'm saying?
family, I
That's
wanted to
Emerson.
talk to you in regards
That was
to
Uncle Pick brother.
you have been
Like
given
Sugar Man
the
with my little
keys.
brother, and then he
God
had to
has given you
hide.
the keys, and many
Like,
of
you
you are
know,
graduating.
all the rest of it. Yeah, police
You're
messed with him, but then he was a rich
to
boy.
another level.
Emerson, big
You
old chest,
had some
run with his
in my
fist
previous
pointing down to
video, I
the
was
ground,
talking
to the
you
roots.
about the favor
You know what
of
I'm
God.
saying?
Okay, how many people recognize the favor that is on your life. How you
Oh, you got it too, baby. You got to. You Eve, baby. I told you, Eve was the first day, you know what I'm saying? Not the day before, you know what I'm saying? Christmas Eve ain't the day before, it's of Christmas. Christmas is the night of Christmas. That's why at 12 o'clock you could open your gifts.
Okay? And so many of you have graduated. There was a graduation in the spirit, in the spiritual realm, okay? Many times we go through different experiences in life, whether they are joyful, whether they are painful, but it's to teach us, to teach our soul, is to help us to grow spiritually in the things of God. It's to help us teach us lessons so that we can continue to grow and evolve and become. It's there to keep us on the right path, keep us on the right track, and to keep us growing and evolving. So many of you have experienced
All right, now that's 1 hour, 35 seconds. All right.
Over and over again.
What's up, Jonathan and John and Montre and
that has kept you bound, whether it's maybe in your finances, whether it's in relationships.
Damn, boy, John Jr.
Kind of people or
John, I mean, daddy, you ain't seen me in a long time. I know it. Nephew, shit, you like nephew.
That you need to become.